For our outfield here, we'll go over it, but outfielders always have to take things into consideration like wind and sun and where the fences are and how much foul territory there is. But when it comes to mechanics and fundamentals and evaluating our pre-pitch or ready position, is kind of similar to that of infielders a little bit in the fact that we want to make sure that we're athletic. All right, we're relatively square to the infield. All right, we want to be relaxed and ready to move. All right, get a good jump on the ball and then attack it once the ball is in play. And you can see Bobby's here; he's got a good setup. But one thing I definitely want to point out is if you notice, kind of if we take a look at kind of what he's doing with his hands, a lot of players will rest their hands on their knees and they'll kind of bear weight down upon their arms onto their legs. The first thing they have to do then when the ball is hit is kind of stand up a little bit and get the weight off their legs. So we really don't want weight being put on the legs at setup. And you can see Bobby here just has him kind of loosely touching his legs and he's still kind of relaxed. Alright, so that's something to kind of keep an eye on at setup for a lot of players. Now, for the approach and footwork, we kind of want to read the ball off the bat right away, and our first step should be back. And if you notice here, taking a look at Bobby's foot, all right, right there when it's hit, we just give him a short little toss. He does drop that foot. He kind of hops into position to drop for his drop step. Okay, we can also just take our foot and kind of pivot back, keeping our left foot a little bit more stationary. But Bobby here kind of does a little hop, and then he gets back on it. Notice how he keeps his eyes on the ball. He gets back behind it, which is nice. And as he goes to catch it, you can see he's catching it above his shoulders, attempting to catch it on his throwing hand side with two hands. Like I said, at shoulder height. And then as he catches it, he's able to transition quickly to get the ball back into the infield. Okay, that's one on to his right. Now on to the left. If it's hit to his left, it's the same thing. First step is back, so we get the proper drop step. This time he opens up the other way. We want them to be able to move effortlessly. Kind of run without sticking their glove up in the air to chase it down. All right, they should be running a normal run and then put their glove up at the end. If they're running with their glove up, they're going to be slower. All right. And then, like we said, when they catch it, we want to use two hands just above the shoulder, hopefully on the throwing hand side. Now this, he had to kind of catch it on the run, but he's trying to get it so he can catch it on his throwing hand side, get squared up, all right, and make a good strong throw in. All right, now the accuracy and arm strength, obviously the crow hop, which he simulates here a little bit, will help to get a little power on it, but the crow hop is actually for timing as well. It's so that the hand and the body can kind of get caught up on their timing and make a good strong throw in. Alright, so we want a nice natural throw that's going to be on target with good pace. The overall, what we're looking for obviously is a natural athlete that can cover some ground, gets a good read off the bat, can tell that they're confident in making the catch, they don't bobble it, a quick transition to their throwing hand, and then a good strong throw, hopefully hitting their target in the chest.